Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Chelsea, and if you're new around here, would like to do beauty related content on this channel, if that's something that you like, then please hit subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, then please click on the little bell and you'll be notified of every time that I upload. So in today's video, it was a requested one, and I'm going to just talk to you about my 2024 makeup favourites. I know it's a little bit late because we are in February, but yeah, we're finally getting this video up. So if you want to hear my makeup favourites for 2024, then please stay tuned. So first of all, this eye look and this whole makeup look I filmed for a video, and that will be up next, but I'm loving the way that this looks. Anyway, so I've got loads of different goodies here and some more on my desk. Oh, they keep dropping everywhere. And I'm going to start off with palettes. Now I feel like the best palette launches came towards the end of the year. I didn't really buy that many palettes throughout the year, and let me just add a disclaimer quickly. Some of the stuff in this video came out last year, some of it didn't come out last year, probably came out a year or two before, but I really started using them last year, or I used them to death last year. But most of them I think were pretty new products from last year. But yeah, so when it came to palettes, I felt like I wasn't really drawn to a lot of palettes. I didn't buy loads of palettes. I bought the odd palette, but not really many new releases. So the ones that really stood out for me, so first of all, I would say the Cosmic Brushes Neutrals palette. Now I brought both of them, the Neutrals and the Culturals. I think that's what it's called. I just can't get the busted thing out of the sleeve. Might just rip open the sleeve, to be honest, because right, that's it. I think the sleeve is too tight. So yeah, I gravitated towards this palette quite a lot because it has got beautiful neutral shades, but then it's also got like slightly different kind of shades in it, like the duo cream, goldy browny green is really nice. You've got some slightly purpley toned, some slightly rosy toned, and yeah, the shimmers are just stunning in here. The mattes blend out like a dream, and even when I did my friend's makeup, I use this palette because it's just such an easy all-rounder palette to use, and I don't have to dip and delve into different palettes because I've got it all into one to create a really nice cohesive look. So yeah, I gravitated towards this palette quite a lot for just neutral eyeshadow looks, whether that was to go out with or just to have a little play around with. So yeah, I actually really love the Cosmic Brushes formula and all their palettes. I have just ordered the newest palette, the Lovers one, because oh god, it was just stand out to me, and I do have to film with the Christmas one, so let me know if you want a video up of that. Then other than that, other palettes, there were some that I liked but I didn't really use as often. But then, as soon as I received these two, so the Huda Beauty Icy Nude and the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes Moonlight, I have been gravitating towards these non-stop. Like I've even got this one on the eyes today, actually both of them on the eyes today. Huda Beauty Icy Nude palette is probably, for me, palette of the year because I just love the cool tones, I love the iciness, the shimmers, the different textures. You can create so many different looks, but they just look pretty, sexy, but also cute, fun, flirty, that kind of thing. And I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful palette for the style of makeup that I really, really like at the moment, which is like soft, bright eyes, if that makes sense. A bit like, obviously, icy eyes, or like that ballerina trend that was going around. But yeah, even like that really soft pink just speaks to me. So yeah, I've absolutely been loving this palette at the moment. And then it's the same with the Makeup by Mario one. I love his matte formula regardless because I love his original matte palette. I've used that to death. Like that's a palette that I always take away with me. I would include that in this video, but I wanted to include this one instead because as soon as I got this one, I started to use this a bit more because I actually really do love cool tones on me. And even though you've got a little bit of a mixture, say you've got like a few warmy browns, but then also mainly like cool toned, different style greys. Obviously, I love this navy blue, and the shimmers are so beautiful. They're so like glittery and like silky and soft to touch. They literally just glide into the eye, but they just give a beautiful glittery effect, and I love that. So yeah, definitely worth the pennies. Now, in terms of face palettes, so this one didn't come out in 2024, but I loved using this throughout last year. I used it in a lot of my videos. I use it mainly every day, and it's barely got a dent in it because it's so pigmented. You only need a little bit, like literally a tap for each cheek. It's just so good. But I just love the fact you get two shades that work so cohesively well together, that I'd use this for like the top end of my cheek and this for the lower end of my cheek, if that makes sense. And yeah, I'm just so sad that they don't sell this in Superdrug anymore, because that's where I originally bought it from. So we're going back ages, but I really only got it out like last year. And this is the Juvia's Place, I didn't even say the name, Volume 2 Blushed Rouge. But yeah, you can definitely get this in America. I don't know if you can get them in other countries or not, but yeah, it's just sad you can't get it in the UK at the moment unless you order from Juvia's Place direct. Another face palette, I think I got this at the back end of 2023, but again, it was on the front of my face palette thing, which I sorted this year, and since then I've been using it a lot. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Beautifying Face Palette, and it just is so beautiful. Like, these shades are stunning on your cheeks, beautiful highlighter shades, but then you've also got two beautiful pinky toned blush shades. I am a little bit of a devil, and I literally just get my brush and just swirl it all around and then apply it on your cheeks, so I've got like a glowy blush. And that's the way that I use this palette, basically. And then we've got my good old fashioned curve case. Now, this looks wrecked inside. It just looks gross. But this is probably my favourite formula for cream blush and cream bronze. I absolutely love this because I just feel like it just blends so beautifully. It gives a soft blur to your skin as well. Yeah, I just mainly use, which is what's really taken the most out of here, mainly use these two for my bronze, and then mainly these two for my blush, mainly this one, so it's natural. I love natural for like day to day, but if I'm going for a pink look, I'll obviously use a pink shade. If I'm going for a peachy look, I'll use coral. So yeah, I just really love this. I do wish that the big curve case he had came with like bronzer shades as well, because I think then I'd use it more. But just the curve case, if you haven't tried it yet, I really do recommend it. It's just beautiful. So primers, I haven't really got any primers really. I mainly used the e.l.f. Gripping Primer, the niacinamide one last year. I did use the original one, that ran out, and then I bought the niacinamide. So yeah, that was recently used up, so I didn't really want to use any other primers until that one. I also use my Bobbi Brown one a lot as well. That was a cult favourite, but again, they're products that have been around for a while. One that did come out last year that stood out for me the most and that I use quite a lot is the Rimmel Multitasker Better Than Filters Primer. So this is probably the best Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter dupe in my opinion. Rimmel, actually, I'm on the PR list and they sent me light and light medium. They were too light for me, so I went out and bought the medium because I just love the product so much. I do sometimes use light medium if I'm mixing it in with my foundation or skin tint, but if I'm just using it by itself, because I tend to use these as a, not as a foundation because obviously it's nowhere near as much coverage, but just as like a little tint on my face, for like some day to day if I don't want to wear a lot of makeup. But they also equally make a really good primer as well. I wouldn't say longevity of your makeup, but for more of that Hollywood glow that peeps through underneath your foundation. Or if you just want to mix it in with your foundation, if you want a slightly lighter coverage, like lighter glowy coverage, they make it really good. But yeah, I also really love the packaging of these. I love the big doe foots that it comes with, and yeah, it's just a really nice glowy filter. So yeah, this is definitely my favourite one out of all of them, and I use the shade medium. And then I've got three face products that stood out to me the most. So the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Skin Tint. I originally bought a lighter shade ages ago, then thought I didn't really like it that much, and then like last year I bought a 4-0, and when I started like tannins and stuff, and God, I think I am nearly out of this. I've got like loads of cracks down there, but I just love this. This is probably one of my favourite foundations. Even as a skin tint, it has the coverage of a foundation. So yeah, I use 4-0. It's skin tint. It's got vitamin C in it. It's the Maybelline Superstay 24 Hour Skin Tint, and I just think it's literally amazing. I've got a few people on this now. I even wear this on a night out because, like I say, it's more foundation coverage. And then in the summer, I was using a lot of the Made by Mitchell Truth tints. So this is a sheer skin tint. I got this in the shade TT9. This is so good in the summer when it's really hot. You just literally want a tint to your skin. It evens things out a little bit. It doesn't really give a lot of coverage. Obviously, it's a tint. It's a very watery based tint. The only thing is, I just hate the packaging because as soon as you take the lid off, the product just like squirts out. But apart from that, I really do like this. And then my favourite foundation towards the end of the year was the Maybelline Super Stay Lumi Matte Foundation, and I got the shade 140. I don't know what Maybelline are putting in these foundations. They're putting something in there, but literally, the formulas of the Maybelline foundations, I choose over NARS, I choose over my MAC ones, I choose over my Huda ones. Literally, I absolutely love them. I love a drugstore foundation anyway. L'Oreal and Maybelline seem to be the ones for me. But yeah, it's got such good coverage, really good wearing power as well. It seems to last all day. And yeah, it's just got a nice finish to it. Like it says, it's a Lumi Matte, and I do quite like a Lumi Matte. I don't like proper luminous, I don't like proper matte. Lumi Mattes are the ones. Then in terms of concealers, so as you can see, this Maybelline one is very well loved. It's been out for quite a few years now, but I've recently repurchased, well, I didn't recently, I repurchased this one last year. I don't know what the shade number is because it's rubbed off, because it has been used that much. I'm trying to use it sparingly at the moment because I'm just begrudgingly buying a new one, but obviously I will do. And it's just such a good concealer. I just find this concealer doesn't really properly crease on me. It has good staying power and it's not too matte, so it's not too drying. And then this was a more recent one. I picked this up in November. The Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. This is in the shade N3. I wish I got a darker shade because N3 is just a smidge too light, but it's nice for under the eyes, but I can't blend it out too far out because it would be too light. But this is a beautiful concealer. Very good full coverage. Yeah, it's hydrating, it's not too drying under your eyes, and yeah, stunning concealer. Definitely want to pick up a different shade. I've got an eyebrow product as well. This is the e.l.f. Brow Laminating Gel, and I love this. I use it day to day. It's one of those ones that's got a twisted top and it's like that white gloopy formula, which I actually really like because I feel like that lasts well on my brows. And then you just take the lid off and then you've got the dual ended brush. I see quite a few different drugstore brands do this style brow product, and I found that e.l.f. was the best one and it's cheap as chips. So yeah, this is something that I will repurchase when I finish it. I am almost finished it, to be fair, so yeah, I'll be repurchasing that soon. Jordana t-shirt Twinkle Tower eye toppers is probably one of my favourite products that I purchased last year, and inside it comes with 4 different eyeshadow toppers, like glitter toppers. And get them all open. Right, I'll swatch them for you. Like, they are just absolutely beautiful. But when you're just putting them all on the eye, they literally just elevate any eyeshadow look, and it makes you look like you've got crystals on your eyes. It is just beautiful, and this for 4 eyeshadow toppers for £16, I think it's just amazing value. If you're looking something for like Urban Decay Space Cowboy, or maybe like the Patrick Tart eyeshadow duos, this is a great alternative, and it's £16. Probably even better, to be honest, but I just love it so much. I couldn't recommend this enough. I've even lent it out to my friends when they have asked me for some recommendations because I was like, you need to try it, you need to buy it. So yeah, if I do recommend anything, if you're looking for like that glittery eyeshadow look ready for when you go out, and you know when you go out and you're in the dark and you've got the disco lights and they reflecting off your eyes and the crystals on your eyes, it just looks incredible. So yeah, Jordana t-shirt Twinkle Topper. And then keeping with Jordana t-shirt, this blush, God, beautiful. So this is the blush duos. She's actually discontinuing these because I believe she's reformulating them, so they are at the moment half price if she's still got some in stock. But this was It's Casual. I'm hoping they are bringing the same ones back out so I can keep using them. But on the top you've got the pressed powder blush, and then on the bottom you've got the cream. So I've got a feeling they're going to reformulate like the bronzer duos, like same sort of packaging, which is fine to be fair because I do like those bronzer duos. But yeah, this blush one, I've got 5 of the shades now, and It's Casual is just such a nice everyday shade. It's like that warm peachy, like subtle peachy shade. But yeah, this is just such a nice muted everyday blush. And this is an old product, but I only brought it last year and I've been obsessed with it whenever I go out, and it's the MAC Gold Deposit Mineralized Skin Finish. This on top of your bronzer at the very end of your makeup look just gives it all a bit of life. It just brings it all back to life, gives you that nice glowy look. I don't have to highlight. I'm a highlighter girl still, but I don't have to highlight when I've got this on. It basically acts like a bronzer and a highlighter in one. But yeah, just a really nice bronzer topper. So I do definitely recommend this if you like a glowy bronze look. I'm pretty sure I saw Rachel Leary talk about it, which is why I bought it. And then the powder that I literally rinsed all of last year. I can't remember if I bought this last year or the year before. I'm pretty sure I bought it last year. And literally I've just got a tiny bit left. And it's a True Girl Cosmetics setting powder in shade 01. This is so finely milled. It gives such a nice airbrush look. I have actually got the one size powder on, but I am peeping through these oils a little bit. But like I've not known a powder to be this finely milled, other than I suppose the Huda one's quite finely milled. But it just look instantly. Look at that blur already. Literally, it's got really, really good longevity to it as well. It does keep my oils at bay because I literally am an oily girl. Like my oils will poop through. And yes, it may look nice and glowy to some people, but it's not really my cup of tea. I like a soft matte kind of skin, to be fair, and yeah, I feel like this does really do the job and I recommend it a lot. It's very cheap. It's about £14 I think it is on Beauty Bay, easily accessible. They do a few different shades I think, but yeah, I just use shade 01 and I just really love this powder. It was so either between that one or the Huda one that I used most throughout 2024, but Trigger I'm pretty sure I got last year, so yeah, definitely recommend that. This setting spray, I've spoke about this so much on my channel. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist, 36 hours no transfer. I've never worn it for 36 hours, so I can't really say, but this does the job. I am a sucker for a hairspray. I used to be, still am sometimes, a hairspray on the face kind of girl, and this just gives me that, to the point that if I've got my hair up and I'm spraying this, and I catch a bit in my hair, it literally acts like hairspray. But this does not budge. Like as soon as you put it on, your makeup does not budge. Your makeup will last all night. This is probably my 4th bottle this year because it's so good. I use it all the time, and I've got my friends on it. They say the same as well. Like literally, we went to London and my friend sprayed this on her night out. In the morning, her makeup was still on. She had slept, her makeup was still on. So yeah, this is the proof's in the pudding. It's a really, really good setting spray. If I want a makeup spray that's gonna make my makeup last, this is your girl. I'm a lip oil girl, and my favourite lip oils this year have definitely been the Rimmel On My Gloss lip oil, because I found this was a replacement for my Made by Mitchell one that was discontinued. This is in Vivid Red. It's not actually red, it's obviously a lip oil, so it just has like, it's just a slight reddy tint to it, which is what I like. I like a reddy, mauvey, pinky tint to things because then, I don't know, I just don't like too much of a cool tone lip. It just doesn't suit me and my complexion. And then also the Fenty Beauty lip oil. This is beautiful. It's so shimmery. I like the wand on it as well. It's so thin and flexible. It smells amazing. It smells like cakes, I think. Like, it just smells really, really sweet. It's got a nice shimmer to it, a really nice glossy formula, but not too sticky or anything like that. I think I prefer this lip oil over to the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs. So that's everything that I've got to talk about in this video. So my makeup favourites of 2024. I'm excited to see what this year will bring in terms of makeup launches and makeup trends and what products I actually really start to like. So since I've done my everyday makeup drawer rotation and I've been using a bunch of different stuff that I've not used before, as well as all my new in stuff, I'm testing out quite a lot of products. So I'm gonna do a speed review soon because I've got a few different opinions on things. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. But thank you so much for watching, and thanks so much to the lovely person who requested for this video. If you've got any more requests, then be sure to leave them down below. And if you like this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and hopefully I shall see you in the next one. Bye!